Okay, we're going to talk about the setup for the CPO Acceleration Lab. It says here on the instructions that we are going to connect our ramp so that it is inserted in the 10th hole from the bottom. So here is my physics stand. I'm just going to count up to 10. Notice that I have the ramp flush to the pole and the screw goes in on the other side. Then the lab instructions say that we need to attach our CPO timers. We are going to put the first timer at the 30 centimeter mark. And we're going to put the second timer at the 60 centimeter mark. And you can see, maybe you can't, on my CPO timer box, there are two different insertion points. One is labeled A and one is labeled B. We are going to make the first timer, the one at the 30 centimeter mark, connect to port A, and then we're going to make the 60 centimeter mark timer connect into port B. We are going to be rolling the marble one time down our ramp. This device allows me to collect instantaneous time through this photogate, and then it also allows me to time how long it takes for the marble to go through this photogate individually. And then it's also going to record a third time for us where we have our photogate A represent the starting point and photogate B represent the ending point. And it's basically going to tell us how much time it took to go from point A to point B. On our timer box, we can either collect data from photogate A individually, photogate B individually, or we can get the amount of time that it takes to go from A to B. So you will want to make sure that you hit your reset button before you collect your data. After you have rolled the marble only one time, if you turn on the light for photogate A, the number that it gives you will be how much time it took for the marble to pass through point A. So when photogate A is lit, that is going to give us the time through photogate A only. When I change the light, turn off A, turn on B, the number that it gives you here will represent the amount of time that it took for the marble to pass through photogate B only. If I turn on both lights, now this is going to tell me how much time it took, which would allow the marble to roll from photogate A at the 30 centimeter mark to photogate B at the 60 centimeter mark. And so that's going to be this time on our data table, from photogate A to photogate B. When we fill in the data here for our distances, it says in the instructions that we are going to use a distance of 1.9 centimeters, so you will have to convert that into meters for your lab, 1.9 centimeters as your distance for photogate A, and you are going to use the 1.9 centimeters converted to meters as your distance for photogate B. The reason why our distance is 1.9 centimeters is because that is the diameter of the marble. So this marble is basically the trigger that starts the timers. When the marble passes through the photogate, it blocks this sensor, and so that sensor tells the timer to begin counting. You can see I've got time counting because I am blocking the sensor. If I remove my hand from that sensor, it is no longer blocked, and you can see that the timer has stopped. So this is how you are going to set up your ramp photogates, and then how we are going to switch so that we get our times for the appropriate parts on our data table.